dreams, or reality. Unraveling. If you've ever woken up certain you've lived a whole other life in your dreams, you'll understand why I joined the Lucid Dreamers Haven. At first, it was just a place to swap tips and decode weird symbols my brain conjured at night. But the more I posted, the more people replied with details about dreams I didn't remember having, at least not until I read their replies. Suddenly, entire memories bloomed in my mind. A midnight train ride through a city made of glass, a carnival where the prizes whispered your secrets. I chalked it up to suggestibility, until users started referencing nights that, for me, never happened at all. One thread in particular caught my eye. A user named Somnonox described a recurring dream where members met in a vast, shifting library, shelves lined with books titled after our usernames. I laughed at the coincidence until I remembered the smell of old paper, the cold marble floor under my bare feet, the way a shadow behind the reference desk always seemed to turn away just as I tried to see its face. As if on cue, others chimed in. They too remembered. Each post added new fragments, details that fit too perfectly into the gaps of my memory to be random. I started to dread sleep. I'd wake with a racing heart and the certainty that I'd spoken to other members, but the conversations were slipping away, leaving only a sense of unease. Once I managed to scribble down part of our last exchange before the words faded. We are not dreaming, we are being dreamt. The forum grew obsessed with the shadow in the library, convinced it was the original dreamer, the one whose mind we all inhabited. One night, Somnonox messaged me directly. Let's meet in the stacks. We need to wake up. Last night, I found myself in the library again. The air thrummed with whispers, the shelves trembling as if breathing. I found Somnonox and a dozen others clustered around a gap in the stacks, staring at a book with my username on the spine. As I reached for it, the shadow behind the desk finally turned to face us. It wore a copy of my own face, grinning wider than a mouth should stretch. I woke up gasping, only to see a notification. Welcome back, dreamer. Tell us what you remember next time. I haven't slept since.